So I'm gonna go ahead and look at this VOD. I'm mostly gonna just do the stream of consciousness and not edit it at all. But I want to start off with my conclusion. The first thing that I notice is I feel like you're playing nervous mostly, and there are like some things that show it. But like because of your nervousness, you're flubbing some things, and then you're thinking too much, which is making you get tilted. And then because you're tilted, like it just is a cycle of you're making mistakes, like doing things you should, like, you know better than to do them. As for like the recovery stuff, I'll look at that like specifically. There were a couple recoveries that I think he got you, but also I feel like you could have just recovered better. But I'll point it out. So, you know, starting off pretty normal. Like, so far, you're not super nervous. You are dropping some punishes here and there, but, you know, that's just gonna happen. Okay, so here's where we'll get to the first edgeguard. And this one, I'll just go through it. You've recovered here. You made it back. Like, if I pause at this and look at it, you're fine. He's gonna fly all the way to the other side of the screen, and you're all good. Now, so if we're keeping score, this is, you are 1 for 1 on recovery attempts, and he got like what, 4% off of it. Now the thing is that, like, I don't know if it's nerves or whatever. You like flub getting back. You missed the air dodge. You like try to smoke teleport when you probably could have just raw teleported. You know, like there are. Ori's a fast character. He gets up on you for making a small mistake, but like, you should have gotten back there. You know what I'm saying? And after that mistake, you just get back. So it's like he gets 2 shots at it. You give him a free one, and then like you just get back anyway. You know, you ate a 4% for your little flub there. Ooh. Now, you know, you're immediately put in disadvantage again because Ori's a fast character. But again, you know, you basically made it back again, right? Like, that's successful. You got hit for it once, but you successfully made it back. So it's like, if we're looking at like the recoveries, the issue isn't that he's just edgeguarding you for forever. The issue is that he's like beating you in scrambles and in neutral, which is, you know, what Ori wants to do. And I'll talk about this later on, but like as the match goes on, you get less and less comfortable in those scramble situations, and you're just mashing, which is not something you do against me. Like against me, you do a lot more movement. Like if I'm gonna hit you and then like wait, you just will move. You'll just run at me. And like against Penguin, a lot of the time what you're doing is you're just sitting because you're afraid. You're afraid to press buttons. Yeah, and here you just, you know, that's just like slightly poor DI. I feel like you're also playing Runaway a lot more and not standing your ground and running at him, because he's playing in space near you, and you're like just playing scared and whiffing a lot more. Like I feel like you could stand to run at him and use cape more. I know I am a cape believer. But just like don't let him just live in space and react to whatever you're doing. Like make him play defensively and commit like earlier. You know what I'm saying? In that specific situation, like I'm not gonna like fault you for DIing in on the F tilt, because that's a hard thing. But he also like never really makes you DI in. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just giving him the DI in 90% of the time. So I feel like you could have stood to like DI the F tilt out. Probably would have lived that. You're also like you're not up airing at all. You're not up airing. You're not really threatening his space with up cape. He's just living on that platform chilling, and you're sitting there whiffing up tilts. You know what I'm saying? you like you can be a lot more threatening. And you don't let me get away with that shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna complain about it. This was a pretty good edgeguard. You know, I feel like Forsburn murders Ori in the edgeguard, and this is a good example why. But you executed that well. Here again, you're like DIing so hard in, double jumping into his fair, and then, you know, Forsburn things. You have all the tools, and you make it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gave him your double jump. The recovery before that was so bad. You double jumped him into it, gave him the double jump. Smoke, teleport, get your double jump back. Like, waste everything getting back to stage. He gets a hit on you, and then you're in a scramble situation that you lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we go back... Where is it? You're DIing hard in, double jump into that. You get your resources back. You know, here... You're in a scramble situation, and you made it back. And you took, like, maybe 10% for that. Maybe. Like, in this situation, if you win, like, you're losing the scramble, which is putting you off stage. You know what I'm saying? The issue isn't your recovery, it's the scramble situations. That's where he's beating you. And, you know, you're very comfortable in those scramble situations against me. You know, here you could have pressed an up tilt, but that's a little bit hindsight is 2020. You know, but you're going to win those against a higher rate, like scrambles at a higher rate against someone you're comfortable with. But here, you're not, like, he's not afraid to just, like, double jump over you and wait a lot of the time. And you're not, like, really punishing him for that. But, you know, he gets his one hit, and then you're back to neutral. He sends you back off stage from a straight hit. It happens. Again, you're like double jumping really early and committing where you just don't have to. Like this was a good recovery on like edgeguard on his part. I just like you know, I am gonna be critical of it because like where is it? I am gonna be critical. Like, so you get hit. Where is it? You get hit here, right? Okay. And you're double jumping early. You know, the egg into up tilt is good coverage, right? Like that will cover your options. God. I think like you know, you're committing clone super early too, which is like not necessarily something I would do, but you know, I would like save onto it, threaten smoke down there. It's like that's nitpicky, you know, whatever, right? He got a good edgeguard here. We're egg and up tilt. Now, realistically speaking, that's pretty low percent, but what comes after it, you know, you're double jumping early into this, right? Like, why would you double jump there? As Ori, I cannot go low. You have to go high for me to be able to hit you with, like, egg and stuff, right? If you just fall down to ledge there, you know, if you just fall here... Bro, why is it not drawing? If you just fall here, you know, with your double jump, you have, like, you know, wall jump, double jump, aerial back on, right? Or, like, just raw teleport. Like, you have a lot more options, but using your jump here, you have to smoke to, like, recover, right? Like you're just giving him a lot of free percent for, like, jumping into the area he wants to be. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is, to me, this is just, like, a mistake. It's not like, oh, you just didn't pick, you know, the right option. It's like, why would you ever double jump there? I don't think ever, like, double jumping there is ever correct. Let me get rid of this garbage. So, you know, you gotta smoke and recover. That's fine. He's off stage, but he's not really committing. You get hit, but like, you know, again, how much percent did you take out of that whole situation? We'll say, God, I hate this stupid thing. So, you know, you did take about 50%. That is a lot of percent for an edgeguard, right? But you didn't die. Which, that is, like, my forever frustration with Ori as a character is that the character builds percent really, really easily, but doesn't kill you really easily. So, especially, like, off the edgeguard, Ori has a very hard time converting edgeguards into kills. And I really feel like, you know, a good 30% of this was just off of a bonehead mistake, right? So, we will chalk this up as a successful edgeguard, right? Here, again, I kind of feel like you just lost the scramble again. Maybe that's a little nitpicky. I don't really feel like this is a continuation of the edgeguard. This is just, like, you're getting tilted and it's setting in, and you just cannot win an interaction now because you're tilted. But, you know, you get hit there. Again, like, you double jump so early off stage, right? Like, why do you jump there? You know, Forsburn does just get his resources back because he's a dumb character. But that doesn't mean you should just be throwing them away, right? Okay, the other thing, bro, you killed me for that. There is not a single time that interaction has ever happened where I don't fucking die. So, you know, Ori's down low. He, like, pops you with a cape. Whatever, dude. You down air his ass. That's super nitpicky. You don't let me get away with that shit. You know, more neutral, blah, blah, blah. Boring shit. Like, I don't, you know, this is just a flub, right? Like, in both situations, I just feel like you're flubbing here. You know, I gotta assume you were trying to hit the other way and you just messed it up. Like, that's just nerves, right? And you start, like, you haven't really been parrying in panic situations a lot of the time, or in anti-air situations, which you murder my ass for a lot. And here you, like, start parrying a little bit, but you're just messing it up. And, like, when the parries don't work, you're uber tilted. Like, you die from that. Like, why did you die from this? Right? Like, this is, you're just drifting off stage, right? You know, like, there's a whole bunch of stuff about, like, neutral. You're jumping a lot, and Ori's really good at anti-airing in general. And he's not letting you, you know, get away with some stuff. It's like you need to be, like, grounded and run at him more, and just, like, threaten with cape, because, like, even if you're not mashing cape, just like, if you do it, like, 5 times in a game or something, right? It forces him to, like, reconsider the ranges that he can, like, commit from. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna stand still and you're just trying to, you know, react with down tilt or jab whenever he's running at you, you're in for a bad time. Because I can, like, sit so close to you and just not commit, and then, like, unreactably hit you. But, like, doing running cape at them, then, like, means the amount, like, the space that I have where I'm safe is a lot narrower, and you can't get away with as many, like, just run at them scramble openings. Yeah, like, you know, again, that's another scramble where he just is, like, whiffing in your face, like he's reading your jump, you know, and you're mashing parry, right? Like, you're just nervous. And I think, like, unnervous you just raw wave dashes out of that, because I know you've fucking done it to me. His defense is a lot better than mine. You're not murdering him off combos, which is hurting you. Yeah, okay. We'll go back here. You know. Again, clone double jump into the fucking his entire existence, right? Like the character is sign and egg off stage, and you're just jumping into that shit. Like you're getting edge guarded here, but come on, dude. He does like cover your teleport. Like again, getting hit there, like he's very good at covering that. You're not like this entire game. You have never ever threatened to teleport at him ever. You have never been at ledge here and like threatened teleport at him or teleport up. You've done it one time actually, and that one time was like off of the very first recovery. You know what I'm saying? And if you're just gonna like, the reason Forsburn's recovery is so good is the fact that you have options, right? Like the fact that you can be here and threaten your fastest option of double jump waveland on or double jump aerial on, right? But you're just getting you're double jumping early and trying to waveland and getting hit by eggs and getting hit by his low committal stuff. He has not had to commit on you. Like the other thing is that like for a lot of these recoveries, they might have worked if you just like landed with an aerial to eat the egg, right? Because you do that shit to me all the time. I'm not saying that's the correct thing, but like you're getting edge guarded here. I feel like just for making bad decisions and not because he's amazing or your character can't do it. And you make it back on after taking 20% and then, die because tilt. I am salty. I am a hater. I do not want to hear shit about, like, oh, just do this against me. Like, I'll just edge guard me as Ori. No, motherfucker. I do that shit. Like, it's been a while since I played the character. I wish I had like old VODs of like when me and you were playing the billion games, because I cannot edge guard you. Like you just murder me for taking those risks and in that scramble situation, and you're just playing scared against this guy. Like, which fair, he's a very good player, and like even if you were playing scrambles like at your peak, that doesn't mean that like he's gonna get murdered like I get murdered, right? But just the entire game, you're letting him go for the absolute safest Ori stuff. He's never having to commit to, he never pressed bash once, right? He literally never didn't press a smash attack. He's not having to commit to any of his, like, riskier options to try to get the kill. You think about, like, our games, and how often do you live to fucking 200%? It's all the time. It's, like, once a game. And you're dying at 100 here, slightly because of tilt, but also, like, you're just giving him, way too much stuff. You gotta make him play risky. And that's my 20-minute rant.